Nick Setyan, analyst at Weber Securities.
And we're covering Starbucks today.
Starbucks today. We cover a lot of restaurants. Starbucks is one of my favorites right now.
Okay, why is it your favorite?
Well, I think of all the restaurants out there, it probably has the most visibility over the next 2-3 years in terms of both its top line growth and its margin. The opportunity for some margin expansion. And if you look at all the different segments, just the China business alone, you can argue that it's worth about half of the stock price. Every unit they open up in China now, it's double in terms of the cash and cash returns and the profitability relative to the U.S., believe it or not. So, and the opportunity is probably about 3 times as large, over the next 10 to 15 years.
So you don't see them being in line with the rest of the retailers that are so concerned about China?
No, in fact, their stores, what we saw is this quarter, they said on the conference call that we've seen a little bit of a re-acceleration. So they are not seeing much of an impact in China.
Would you say that they have more growth in the coffee business or in the tea segment?
Coffee, definitely coffee.
For China specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you like to give for your guidance and your outlook from this quarter on?
Well, we want to see continued high single-digit comps, same-store sales growth. It's unlikely that they'll beat on EPS very much because most of that top-line flow-through is reinvested in the business. This is very customary with that management team. But at the same time, that allows for a lot of visibility beyond just 2016. So if the comps were to decelerate, there's a lot of cost opportunities in the business that they can flex their muscles around and get to 20% type of EPS growth year in, year out. And so that's what we're hoping to see, is high single-digit comps in the North Americas, double-digit unit growth outside of the U.S., mid-single-digit unit growth in the U.S., and around 18 to 20% EPS growth in 2016 and beyond.
Would that be what stood out to you from the quarter?
Well, for such a big company, for such a big business, the fact that they can increase their same-store sales growth in high single digits is absolutely phenomenal. For that size of a company to be able to drive those types of sales increases, especially in the face of cannibalization from all the stores they're currently building, we're talking about 10% plus cannibalization from building new units, and that implies your existing units have to net gain almost 20% in terms of customers. So for that size of a business to continue doing that kind of momentum, it's just absolutely phenomenal.
I noticed that you have your red cup with you, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your Starbucks
2 or 3 times a day.
Would you like to join in on the controversy that swept the nation and divided so many and disgruntled so many customers and baristas as well? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't have any thoughts on that.
You don't have your thoughts on that?
I have more important things to think about than that. But it's not going to impact. It's not going to impact Starbucks one way or the other.